Yo, what is up guys, Anthony here back with another Destiny Child video, and in today's Destiny Child video everyone, as you can see, we are back here on the Destiny Child Moot page, and we're going to be overviewing the final event parts of the Lisa's upcoming schedule calendar that we haven't yet gone over yet on the channel here. So as you can see towards the bottom, we do have the Valentine's Day Ragna Break events. As you can see, we do have two new units here. We do have the Cirquette here, the 5-star water type unit, which we will be facing up against during this Ragna Break season. And we do have a new Citri here that we can obtain from summons, which will help us counter this raid a ton. So as you can see, we did overview these events already before the Valentine's Day Ragna Break event, and we are currently going through the narrative dungeon A Dog's Purpose. So in today's video, we'll be overviewing the units that we'll receive in parts with the Ragna Break update in early February. As you can see, we do have the maintenance here on February 10th, and then we'll receive the Ragna Break event alongside the Ragna Break one-shot, one-kill event. And as you can see, we do have the boss being a water type, which of course Cirquette is a water type unit, and the Ragna Break event will last up until February 25th until maintenance. But anyways everyone, let's head into the next tab and overview the new units that we'll be receiving with the February 10th Ragna Break event. Alright everyone, so here we are on the Rice Mine Japan tier list, and we'll be overviewing the first unit here. As you can see, Cirquette here, the water type 5-star attacker unit. Now Cirquette will be available to be obtained throughout the Ragna Break event, so don't worry too much about summoning for her, but I do suggest you guys tossing her into the House of Reincarnation or summoning for more copies, as she will be a top tier PvP world boss and all around unit, as you can see based off of her Japan rankings. Now if she does receive a change at all, we'll know after the update note is released for the event. Based on how things have been going from units coming from the Japan side towards the global side, they do tend to stay the same or they are buffed a little bit. Now as for the tiers here of Cirquette, as you can see, her PvE tier is a tier 8, PvP tier 10, Ragna Break tier 8, and World Boss Trial tier 10. As for her auto attack, we do have 113 damage to the target tap skill here, 490 damage to lowest pure HP enemy, and she also does have a 70% chance to remove enemy protection buffs, regen, lifesteal, and healing through protection buff off, applied for 8 seconds to buff shield enemy. As for her slide skill here everyone, we do have 933 damage 3 times to priority any debuffer enemy. We also do have 400 additional damage 3 times to priority any debuffer enemy, and we do have 700 poison here for 3 seconds to 2 lowest pure HP enemies. As for her drive skill, we do have 2,547 damage to 4 random enemies, and we also do have an 80% chance for buff removal, remove 1 buff that can be removed to 4 random enemies. And the leader skill here, of course everyone, will be plus 12% slide skill damage to all water type allies. So overall, a huge units here that will be released during the February Ragna Break event. As you can see, she will be a new top tier poison water type attacker unit, and you can expect her to be very scary when ignited. So once you do obtain your copies of Cirquette, maybe try to obtain a few more throughout the House of Reincarnation or maybe through some summons. Now through the Ragna Break events alone, we should be able to obtain her base copy and uncap her to plus 3, so we'll have a decent amount of uncaps by event's end. But as you can see, she'll be very strong in Destiny Child, as we can see based on her slide skill. She does have the poison. As you can see, it's very strong on base skill level, and we also do have her prioritization towards debuffer enemies, and she does have an amazing tap skill as well, with the 70% chance to remove enemy protection buffs, which does include regen, lifesteal, and healing. So a very strong unit overall, and you can expect her to be seen a ton in the PvP side of the game, World Boss Trial, and all around throughout the events of Destiny Child. So you can expect her to kind of overcome Eve a bit in the Devil Rumble meta, so you'll see Cirquette a ton more when she is released. Next up here everyone, we do have the units coming alongside Cirquette and her Ragna Break event. We do of course have here a new Citri. Now Citri will be made Citri this time around, and we do have the attributes here, which will of course be a wood type supporter 5-star unit. As for her tiers here, we do have PvE tier 8, PvP tier 6, Ragna Break tier 10, and World Boss tier 10. Now as for Citri's auto attack, we do have 101 damage to the target. Tap skill here, 393 damage to the target, plus 17% add skill charge, instantly charge the skill gauge by a certain amount to 2 highest attack allies, and we also do have a 45% chance for concentration. Attacks will always be critical and will never miss ignore debuffs that affect accuracy and critical rate for 20 seconds to wood type highest attacker allies, Ragna Break only. So a huge tap skill here. As you can see, she does have a 45% chance for the concentration, which will be very strong throughout the Ragna Break events and of course future events as well. Now as for the slide skill here, we do have 705 damage to the target, plus 25% slide skill attack for 16 seconds to 3 highest attack wood type allies, and we also do have plus 45% skill charge rate for 16 seconds to 3 highest attack wood allies. And we also do have a 70% chance for time distortion, remove all time debuffs, and increase skill charge speed by 40% for 16 seconds to 3 any debuffs, Ragna Break only. As for the drive skill here, we do have 1830 damage to 3 random enemies, 2033 instant heal to 3 lowest pure HP allies, and we also do have plus 150 add drive charge to 5 wood type allies. As for the leader skill here everyone, we do have plus 15% skill charge rate to all wood type allies, and we do have plus 10% skill charge rate to all wood type allies, Ragna Break only. So overall, a huge unit here coming with the February Ragna Break event. As you can see, Citri will be a top tier wood type supporter unit, so it's kind of sad to see her come in early February, as we just received a new Venus that will kind of be overcome by Citri, as she does pretty much all that the Venus does, but she is way better for Ragna Break and World Boss Trial events. So it's kind of upsetting to see how Citri will just overpower Venus, but maybe they'll change Citri up in a way when she does arrive towards the global side. But we'll just have to wait and see on how they do handle the event. But anyways, it does seem like Citri will be very strong when she does arrive towards the global side of the game. As you can see, she does have an amazing skill sets here, an amazing tap, an amazing slide, and overall just an amazing kit for your wood type units, and she will be a staple unit for the Ragna Break event and future water type events to come. Alright everyone, so before we do end this video off, let's check out the live 2D animations for our new units arriving in early February with the Ragna Break event. Now of course here we do have Cirquette and her Before Awakening live 2D animation here. Next up here everyone, we do have Cirquette and her After Awakening live 2D animation as well. As for Cirquette's Ragna Break skin here everyone, we do have her featured with Citri, so a nice looking skin for the event skin. As you can see, you'll be able to obtain this throughout the Ragna Break event, and we'll have a chance to obtain it throughout Platinum Chest, and we'll have a shot at purchasing it throughout the Ragna Break shop as well for 200,000 Ragna coins. As for the new made Citri everyone, here is her Before Awakening live 2D animation. And here is Citri's live 2D animation After Awakening. And we also do have an additional animation here as well, featuring Cirquette and Citri with blue roses in their hair. Alright everyone, so that'll do it for today's Destiny Child video, and of course our overview for the units that will be coming in early February as part of the Ragna Break event. Make sure to let me know down below in the comments section if you'll be saving up for these units. I have seen quite a few comments of people actually very excited for the Cirquette and the Maid Citri, as of course they'll be very top tier, so you'll probably want to get your hands on as many copies as you can so you can be prepared for future events. But anyways, make sure to let me know in the comments what you do think of their kits and their live 2D animations and the character choices for the Ragna Break event. But before you go everyone, if you did enjoy today's Destiny Child video, make sure to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't yet done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the Destiny Child content and of course would like to stay tuned for more of it. But with all of that being said, I'll see you all in tomorrow's Destiny Child video. As always, thank you all so much for watching.